Students, that's the first question for today. So we are doing the sum of n terms and infinite terms of n GP. You can find the answer of this question. I am giving you 2 minutes. Yes, you have done similar kind of questions in class also. So let S be the sum of this series. We'll start like this. Now students, what's our target? Our target is to rewrite these terms so that we get AP or GP, right? Yes. So what shall we do now? So multiply 9 into these terms. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what do we get?
Sir, is the answer option C?
Answer option C. Yes, C is the correct answer. Good. Rest of you can also do it, students. Yes, getting the answer.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. All of you can do it, students. It's clear up to this point.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So we have splitted this term so that we get one constant AP and another as GP with the R equals to 1 by 10, isn't it? So 1 plus 1.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can we also write this in the terms of points?
हाँ बेटा इसको see there are other ways also to do this, but this is one of the simpler ways.
Okay, sir.
So I also have 20 terms here, of course. So now what's this will be equal to 20 minus this GP. So the sum of GP is
The A Rn minus 1 by R minus 1.
very good. So A upon, because here R is less than 1, so we'll use this formula. So you will get here this 20 minus 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 is your A. So that's your A into 1 minus R by 10.
Yes, sir.
And number of terms are 20. So this divided by 1 minus 1 upon 10. Okay. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
So 7 by 9 into 20 minus. So when you will solve this, you will get here 9 by 10.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, why you write 20 minus 1 by 10? Why you write 1?
Here or here?
Sir, in this last step.
Here, this step.
Yes, sir.
See, 1 minus 1 by 10 will be, see, you will, so what do you get here? 10 minus 1 by 10, and that will be 9 by 10. So I am, see, you can save. So you can save the steps. So this will be 9 by 10. And here 10 cancels out. Okay. So we'll get here 20 minus 1 plus 1 by 10 raised to the power 20, right? Agreed or not, students?
Yes, sir. So there is 9 in denominator.
Yes, there is 9 is left, yes. You're right. So we'll have 20 minus 1 by 9 into this, into 1 minus this, and then now it's okay.
Yes, sir.
So 7 by 9, let us solve inside. So LCM will be R, means the so solve it out, students. So what do you get? 20 minus 1 by 9 into 1 minus 1 by 10. So why not multiply 1 by 9 inside? We did it yesterday also, same thing. Never solve what is inside. So minus minus will be plus 1 upon 10. So minus,
it will become 10 raised to the power minus 20.
yes, yes. Students, there is some problem with my writing board actually. Okay. So what do I get here? Minus 1 by 9, then this 1 by 9 will multiply it with 1 and multiply it with this. So minus 1 by 9 and plus 1 by 9 into 1 by 10 raised to the power 20, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And now you can solve them. So 7 by 9 into 179 upon 9, yes, because 180 minus 1 plus 1 by 9 into 1 by 20 raised to the power 1 by 10 raised to the power 20. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this 9 will come outside taking common. So 7 upon 81 into 179 plus 10 raised to power. This is 1 upon 10 raised to power 20. So it will go up because we have to write it as per the need of the answer. So 7 upon 81. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Now let's do the next question. So you have an infinite GP and has the first term as x and sum 5. Then which of these is true? Solve it out. I'm giving you 2 minutes.
C option, sir.
Yes.
C option.
Yes, C option is correct. Rest of you can also find, students. So students, here we need to write it in terms of x. So we have this condition given here because this is infinite GP, and only when R will be this situation lesser than 1, means mod of R is lesser than 1, means R is between 1 and -1, then only we can find the sum. Then only it will be converging series, right? We have discussed it earlier also. So that is why, so now we have this inequality with us. So we can make use of this inequality. Means we can find the value of R from here and put that value of R over here. Okay. So find the value of R from here. So we'll find R in terms of X. Okay. So X equals to 5 minus 5R and R equals to 5 minus X upon 5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But that's given to you. So therefore, put this value of R here. What do you get? -1, 5 minus X upon 5 less than 1. So this is inequality, students. Okay. So let's see how to solve it out. So multiply this inequality with 5. What do you get? -5, 5 minus X and 5. Okay. Now, because you have to find the value of X, so X is supposed to be alone. So that's what I am doing. So now you have to, this 5, how can you remove? By subtracting 5. So subtracting 5, this equation. In fact, so what do you get here? So 5 minus 5, -10.
-10.
So -5, this will be 0. That is why I have done this. And 5 minus 5, this will be 0.
0.
Now multiplying it with -1 because I want X as positive. Okay. So what do I get? 10. Now these sign, we have done this earlier
Sign will
also.
change.
Yes, if 2 is greater than 1, then if you are multiplying it with negative number both sides, then -1 will be greater. So this sign will be reversed. So which option is correct? This option. Option C, right?
Yes.
Yes. So x lies between 0 and 10. So your first term should lie between 0 and 10. Shall we start the next question, students?
Yes.
Done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. So students, again you have infinite geometric series with the first term a and common ratio r. So this time you have, and its sum is 4, and even second term is also given to you. So sum of this is 4, and first term is a, common ratio r, and second term is 3 by 4. Find out the answer. So whenever there will be the word infinite and sum, so definitely it's a converging sequence. So r will be less than 1, like in the last question. And that is equals to 4. Further, as the second term is, input the value of second term is AR is equals to 3 by 4. So these are the two equations that you have.
The D option.
Yes. So D option. Yes, that's correct. Good. So students, simple thing, you have two variables and two equations. Okay. So find the value of one of the variable from here and put it over there. Like you can find the value of r from here. So r equals to 3 by 4a, and put this value of r in equation first. Okay. So what do you get? A upon 1 minus 3 by 4a is equals to 4, right? So what this will give you? A equals to 4 into 1 minus 3 by 4a. And what will this gives you? A equals to 4, so multiply 4 inside, minus 4 se 4 cancel, and then 3. This A is not in the numerator, students. Why are you quiet? Why you are not telling me? This is here. This A is 4a, right? So this 4 will cancel out, but a will there in the denominator. Okay.
Yes.
Is this clear, students? Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what do you get? Quad equation? So you get two values of A. A equals to 3, A equals to 1. So what value of A is there? 3. So it means this is correct. And still you can find, just to confirm the answer, you can find the value of R, put the value of A from here to here. What do you get the value of R? R equals to 3 by 4 into 3. So 3 cancels out and that is 1 by 4.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay, good. And students, you can have other answer also. Like if A is equals to 1, then again you can find, get one more value of R. R is equals to 3 upon 4A. A is 1. So R
Yeah,
will,
one.
so you have two GPs. So but this was asked, so that is why that's the correct answer. Done, students?
Yes.
Shall we start the next question?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, we can also solve this equation, get this equation value of A by equation 1. A in the equation 1, A is 4 minus 4R. Then we put that value in
Yes, yes,
equation 2.
yes. Yes, that's also correct. See, you have two equations, two variables. You can put the value of A equals to 4 into 1 minus R in this equation. Yes, that is simple. So 4 into R into 1 minus R will be 3 by 4. Yes, this is what we will be getting.
Yes, sir.
So in this equation, you will first get the value of R. That will be 3 by 4 or 1 by 4. So you will be getting either 1 by 4 or 3 by 4 from this equation as value of R.
Yes.
This will be your value of R. And then you put the value of R over here and you get the value of A as 3 and 1. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's also correct. Complete it.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. Let us do the next question. So that's your next question, students. Sum of first n terms of the series. So these are not infinite terms. These are now n terms. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So sum of n terms. So students, you have to split the series. That's the only way out. That's what we are doing. So how can you split it? And if you find 1, nothing can be better than that. You can write it somehow in terms of 1. You can clearly see this is half. So half can be written as 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by, so 3 by 4 can be written as 1 minus 1 by 4, isn't it? Then only it will be 3 by 4. And then 7 by 8, 1 minus 7 by 8 means 1 minus 1 by 8, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now do it. I have given you the hint.
Option C.
Okay. Let's okay, let others do also. You can cross check your answer. Yes, students. Getting the answer?
The two of the terms I have got, but not getting the third term.
Okay, okay. Try it out. Try it out. It's quite simple.
Yes, sir.
What's the answer you have got? The one who has done it?
C option.
C. Yes, C is the correct answer.
Sir, I am also getting 2 की power minus n minus 1, but not getting n.
C, you will be getting 2 raised to the power 1 upon 2 raised to power n, and that can be
Yes,
written
sir.
as 2 raised to the
2 की
power.
power minus n.
Yes, yes. So that's you get the answer in this form also. So that can be written as 1 upon 2 raised to the power n minus 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So students, we have n terms this time, not infinite. Okay, don't get confused. So it is very clear. You will have one this constant AP and another you have G. So you can take minus common. And what do you get? 1 by 2.
1 by 2 plus 1 by 4
Very good. Plus 1 by
8.
8 and so on. So, but how many terms it will have? N terms.
N terms.
And here also you will have n terms, right?
N term.
So
Yes, sir.
what is the sum of this n terms? 1. So sigma. So finding these n terms like this I, how you will be writing it? N is equals to I is equals to 1 to n. So that's n. This sum. Okay. Further, this is GP. So what is the first term of this GP? 1 by 2. What is common ratio?
By 2.
Common ratio. By 2. Same. So what is the sum of n terms? If R is less than 1. So that's
So
A into
A1 minus R. Minus R.
good, very good. So let's write it here. So that's 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to power n divided by 1 minus 1 by 2. Okay. So here this 1 minus 1 by 2 can be written as 1 by 2. And this 1 by 2 will cancel by this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And now I get n minus, this minus will go aside. N minus 1 plus 1 by 2 raised to the power n. So this will be n, and then after n this term with n in, so this is 1 plus 2 raised to the power n minus 1, and this is n plus 2 raised to power minus n minus 1. Okay, students?
Yes, sir. Done. Solved.
Okay, Anshita, shall we start next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So students getting comfortable now? See, more questions we'll practice, more we will be comfortable. Okay, now let us do a couple of questions of harmonic progression. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So that's the question, students. So here you have the given thing is A, B, C, D. And you have to transform this A, B, C, D to A, B, C, A, B, D, and C, D, A, and B, C, D. And you have to tell that they are in what? AP, GP, HP, or none of them. So students, what are the properties of AP? If we multiply, if we add, subtract, multiply or divide with any number, still you will get the new sequence as AP only, right? Do you know this or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So let us divide it with ABCD. Because why ABCD? Because I have to cancel all of them out.
Yes, sir.
And next thing is I have to bring this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's simple question, students. Right? So A cancels out, B cancels out, C cancels out, and D cancels out. And I get 1 upon BCD upon 1 upon
ABCD.
uh,
1 by ABD.
1 by ABC.
yes. So now these terms, what is the difference between these terms and these terms? These terms are in AP. So this will be in. So if you have like, what is HP? Harmonic progression. Harmonic progression means if you have A, B, C, it means they're reciprocals.
3.
This is the meaning of harmonic progression.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Their reciprocals will be in AP. If this
Yes,
B,
sir.
then 1 by A upon 1 by B and 1 by C be in AP. Yes. Now do the reverse of it. If they are in AP, then they will be in HP.
Yes, sir.
Agreed or not agreed?
Yes.
Understood the concept, students?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
so the answer is which
Option D.
option D. So they will be in HP. Okay. Students, let's do one more question. That's our next question. So that's a good question, students. So here you have APC, ABC are in AP, and these are in HP. Then you have to prove either this or this form a GP. So it has all the three progressions: AP, HP, GP. Okay. So first given thing to you is A, B, C are in AP. They are an AP. That's given to you. So therefore, what can you say?
That 2B is equals to A plus C.
Very good, very good. Excellent. Now the second thing given to you is A square, B square, C square are in harmonic progression. So what can you say?
So 1 by A square, 1 by B square, 1 by C square are in AP.
Excellent, that's also correct. But like in AP we have arithmetic mean, in HP we have harmonic mean, in GP we have a geometric mean. So here actually B was your arithmetic mean. You have used this concept. So they are of course in AP. Now you can use this concept. Okay. So 2 into B square is equals to A plus C. So 1 upon A square plus 1 upon C square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what will you get? B square
B
is
square
equal.
is equal to 2A square C square upon A square plus C square.
Yes. So you can directly write this from here because this is
Harmonic mean.
harmonic mean. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you can put the value of B from here to here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what do you get?
A plus C by 2 whole square
Hmm.
is equals to 2A square C square by A square plus C square.
Okay, good. So you have used both the options that were given to you, right? Now the maths means this sequence and series concept is over. You have to now do the calculations and prove this or this. So obviously means definitely there's going to be a quadratic equation, then only these two options would be there, and you can see that there is quadratic equation, isn't it? So let us solve it out now. Come on. Let's see who is going to do it fast. Who is going to do it faster? Because you have to solve it in a smarter way, okay? Students, this step is okay. You have taken, this is 2 raised to the power 2. So don't forget, this is 2 raised to power 2, that is 4. So 4 multiplied 2 is 8. Okay?
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, sir.
Yes, good. Now students, so have you reached some conclusion? You have to make a perfect square, students, here. That's the trick. Okay. So that's the trick. So how to do it? How can you make it a perfect square? So a square plus c square. So this is a square, a plus c, this also a plus c. So let this take as one term, okay? So this into this a square c square plus 2ac into a square plus c square. So now what do you think? If you assume like if you are assuming this as x, okay. So what do you get if you are assuming this as x? X square plus 2 into this is your x, let it be y. So what do you get? 2yx. Now what other term do you want, students, to make it a perfect square? X square plus 2xy plus y square. So what is y square? A square c square. So add a square c square and subtract a square c square. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Because we need to, solve it out instead of spreading it out. So that should be your aim. Try to be concise. Okay. Now you will get x plus y whole square. Okay. Yes or no? So what's your x plus y?
Sir, AC plus A square plus C square.
A square plus c square is your x. And what's your y?
Sir, AC.
AC, yes. Because y square, it means y is AC. And here x is your a square plus c square. Got it, students?
Yes, sir.
Whole square is equal to, now this term will be left. This will go that side because this will be what you have written here. So this minus will become positive here and you will get 9a square c square. And that is also perfect square. Now you can square rooting both sides. So what do you get? A square plus c square plus ac is equals to 3ac. Okay. And a square plus c square minus 2ac equals to 0. Again you have got again a perfect square. Yes. This time a minus c whole square. So that's equals to 0. And this gives you a equals to c. So students, you have a equal to c. Now you have a equals to c. So you can put a equals to c in the, you have this equation. you have 2b equals to AC, this equation.
Yes, sir. B is also equal to C.
So b is also equals to C. So put A equals to C. So you get 2b equals to 2C.
2C.
So it means b equals to C. So
Yes.
it means all three of them are same. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
So, sir, hence it is a GP.
so your question was that either A equals to B equals to C. So either A equals to B equals to C, we have proved that A equals to B equals to C. Now the
Yes.
second thing we are, because here it can be plus, it can be minus. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let us take the other part now.